Can you hold something?
Yeah.
All right, this is what he's going into. And actually, you'll be witnessing some important decision making. They kept saying, okay, Connie, you're up at bat. And I said, no, I haven't done any new work because they know about Mel, and I really haven't. And I need a printing press mostly. This one I happen to like very much by itself because I had these two little pages for years.
Right.
And then I realized I had the seeds. And then I had these boxes, so that really started this whole collection. And then a wonderful neighbor gave me driftwood. She said, Connie, I think you work with wood, and I'm throwing these out. And in the morning, because I couldn't leave my ill husband, I would spend a lot of time just rearranging these.
Yeah.
It became therapeutic. This is wonderful. I said to Michelle, Greg's sister, the other day, I said, I've heard of personal shoppers, but now I have my personal printer. This is what I was sweating out between Saturday and today about what to do, and that's why I thought, oh, you're going to interfere with my creative process, but no, you helped it. Hello, dear.
How you doing?
This is this camera people. I hope it doesn't bother you.
They're following you around
They're
today?
following me around today. I'm so honored. I think I would prefer this on a white mat.
On the background?
Yes, because the other ones I have a white mat. So would you mind terribly? You know
Just
what I
switching it
think
up?
you could do?
I could
Just
slice
cut
it.
slice it with a razor, it'd be perfect. Okay. This is wonderful. So this is the proof of
That's
the
the proof, right?
of the G-clay. That's lovely. This was, I never knew what it was until it was.
Right.
It wasn't supposed to be a bird at first, but Hi, did I say hi to you yet?
Hello, sweetie.
How you doing, honey? Good to see you. You had a good sleep?
Yeah.
The best part, the really state of grace, is that Mel does not seem to be suffering. Seems very comfortable here, and if he starts to tell you something or wants to remember something and it's cut off, he doesn't. He goes right on to the next thing, and that's good. So then I don't have to watch him feel badly. So that's good. Because they can't always zero in on which part of the brain is affected, sometimes they just become very violent. And I've been told it's going to get much worse, and I've been told that it's not uncommon for him to be thinking of me as an imposter, and what have I done to the real wife? And he very often will say, well, what do you think Connie would feel about this? And I'll say, she'd probably think it's fine. The trick is just to go with the flow and know that this is part of the illness, and it's not his fault. So I can't get mad at him.
A good friend is a connection to life, a tie to the past, a road to the future, the key to sanity.
Yeah.
Mr. Scott, for that first. Okay, so I think you can help me with this bag, Charlotte. This lunch bag, thank you.
Yeah, we're gonna eat in the solarium.
We are.
I jacked up the heat so that it would be warm.
It is warm in here.
Well, if you go out there, it's not so warm. That's the difference. We get annoyed with each other, but I think we really like each other way more than.
We're committed in a certain way.
It's not a duty kind of thing. It's a want. I want to do this.
It's like, my God,
Exactly.
we've known each other for almost 50 years.
It's a given.
Yes.
And I
But I
don't need
think
to
what
meet every
Charlotte
week.
said is so
Timmy and I
important.
will
We
meet
should-
the other week.
We should give that little subject a little bit more space.
What?
Right now, if we could, about how we
Irritating. Well,
I'm not.
irritate each other. You're not what? You don't want
She's
to?
not gonna get-
Oh, well, no. One of the things that I think has held this group together for so long is that we don't really confront each other on things that are disturbing to each other, or where we're in conflict with each other, or where there's some negativity.
I wouldn't describe it as a dysfunctional family. But I think there are levels of intimacy that some people share with each other and not necessarily with others. Yeah.
I mean,
No, 'cause
if you
every
think about family, I don't see my brothers and sisters weekly.
But you
But there's
did
an
growing
emotion.
up, you did for
Well,
many
you could
years.
say that this reproduces
You saw them
that.
every day.
But on the other hand, there is sort of a commitment to the friendship, and I don't think it's a sense of weekly personally, because I think you could easily, I mean, I don't get to see each of you, but when we have a phone conversation or whatever, we come right back to being connected emotionally.
yes.
I, for a long time, saw this group as primarily social, and really very supportive in trips and sharing information. And when there was a crisis, and we go back to Nina, boy, did you guys deliver. I mean, I'm in South Huntington, and there was food on the Stark doorstep. I was amazed at that, your capacity for that. So I saw you fulfilling those two parts. And I probably came many times in a needy way of close friends. Like, hey, I'm really hurt. I'm really worried about Evie. Her husband's in the hospital. And then I would pick up the mood of the group, as Millie's saying, let's keep it light. Let's have fun.
No, you know
Well,
what?
and so-
I think that is a misperception
Well,
on
then
your
I'm
part,
saying
Connie.
I'm pleading guilty.
No, I don't think so.
I think it's a misconception because I don't come every single Tuesday. But if I know that you're going to be there, I make sure that I'm there because I want to hear about you. I want to see if we can offer any help.
And you do, and you call.
No, and I think we all feel that way.
Did you know that, Connie? That Timmy felt that way?
You know what?
I do. I know Timmy does. and
You
he'll
came
always
last
do.
She would
Tuesday.
come just to see.
You came
No,
last
I didn't.
Tuesday, and you told, and I made sure I was there. You told us all about Mel and how difficult things could be, and we offered,
Advice.
no, there's not much advice we can offer, but we certainly offered sympathy and caring, and we let you speak as long as you wanted to, and I think it was good. And then when it was all over and we started talking about something else, which was not frivolous, but it was somebody else's concern, I looked at you and you looked disappointed in us. And I will never forget that expression on
I
your
feel
face.
like I have burdened you because
No,
often,
it's not a question of burdening us,
Well, I'm sorry.
but there was nothing much that we could do to
Well,
help
that
you.
is true. So
except
that's
listen
my
to you.
that's my problem.
But you should not be disappointed in us.
I didn't say I was disappointed.
You
in
look disappointed in us.
Well, I'm allowed to feel what I feel. In
I
the
guess
moment.
so.
And I think
And that's why we don't confront each other.
Still in all, I can't help but hear what Connie said, and I think this is not just today. She's told us this many times in the group, and she has come to us and said, hey, I don't feel I'm getting something that's
I
important to
don't
me.
remember saying that. to
Well,
you.
you have before, and I think it always strikes me that there is a gap here, perhaps, that we can never fill for each other.
I
But
think there are a lot
sometimes
of
there is no
times,
help
and sometimes
to
the
be
group.
given, and that has to be recognized. If I break my ankle, I can call Charlotte and Fred and they'll bring
That's
me
an
to the
easy-
hospital.
Right.
We'll offer to help Alice and bring over food.
What about when we're just sad, or we've had a really down day?
Well, how are you gonna,
Well, what are you gonna do,
that?
tickle each other?
I don't know, maybe so, but maybe we could say something, but
But sometimes, all you can do is listen, provide food, provide transportation, provide sympathy, but
Listening is
if there's
very
anything I
important.
could do for Connie, I would.
Well, you do. You call me up sometimes and you ask me how I am. That's
All
very
right.
important. It's
But
very
there's not
isolating.
much, there's not
And
much
I'm sorry
more.
if I offended you. I did not mean to look disappointed. I just have this kind of funny face that does
Well,
things that I can't always control.
I mean, it's a
It's
horrible
not
place
a
to
big
be in,
deal.
Connie, and I
It's
think we
not
all
done.
realize it.
Everybody here has been through their own
No,
stuff.
this is different.
No,
This is different.